Hi, everybody. My name is Mijan Saif. I'm the director of the Graduate Society of Women Engineers here at UK. And I want to thank you all so much for listening to us. I wish we were able to do this in person. Of course, I understand why we're not able to, but I'm still really excited to tell you about GradSWE. So we're a student organization for graduate students, both master's and PhD students in engineering or related fields. We try and serve as a support system for our members. So as you can imagine, graduate studies is a really exciting, but kind of difficult time for students, right? So it's really easy to kind of fall into this trap of isolation, just being hyper-focused on your own work and kind of forgetting that there are other people that are going through the same thing as you that you can kind of share in your triumphs and your issues with someone else. And that's exactly the kind of gap that we're trying to fill. We're a subgroup of the Society of Women Engineers, which is, of course, this awesome organization that is promoting women in the engineering industry. I want to make it really clear that at UK, we are a separate group from SWE. So the UK SWE chapter is outstanding, but they focus primarily on the needs of undergraduates. And like I said, we're an organization trying to focus particularly on the needs of graduate students. We're a relatively new organization, only a couple years old, but we're building lots of members every year, and I'm really excited to see what we can do, particularly with your support. So specifically, we do these monthly social events just to kind of give people a break from their research, their classes, just the stress of being a grad student. We also organize events aimed at connecting members from across the college. So I think probably the worst thing about being a graduate student is that it's kind of hard to just bump into people and form relationships with people that aren't working in your department or even in your specific research area. So when we have events that are specifically targeted at forming those relationships, that's really beneficial for both the students and the faculty across the college. We also love to do outreach events to get young people interested in STEM. And we like being a part of the local Lexington community. We just finished up a project with the Lexington City focusing on recycling, and we're excited to see where else that collaboration can take us. So what can we do with your help? Specifically this year, we're looking for funding to go to our annual conference. We're really excited because this year it's in Indianapolis, which is a relatively easy organization and kind of low cost experience compared to California, Boston, et cetera. So I've listed kind of the specific costs that we'll be incurring. I don't want you to get bogged down in the numbers. There's a total, particularly for mileage, hotel, registration, kind of typical conference stuff. And we're asking for a portion of that to come from our Wildcats at about $1,000. The next thing we're putting on is this faculty student luncheon. We love doing this. We've done this in the past. And again, this is all about purposefully building relationships between female faculty and GradSWE members across the college. We get people together and we talk about post-grad, dissertation, general graduate student issues. And we love getting that perspective from our female faculty because, of course, they've been through it all and they share this amazing advice and insight. And again, we really enjoy this event. So the general cost for this is just catering. Again, there's this total cost, but the portion that we're asking for from the Wildcats is about $200. So in total, that's about $1,200 for our conference and our luncheon. Why should you help us? The main thing is that we're unique. There aren't that many college level organizations for grad students. Like I said before, we really do meet a need, and we're trying to get graduate students through this really exciting and exhausting time of their lives. We span lots of fields within engineering. Specifically, some examples are just mechanics, metallurgy, computation, heat transfer, lots of cool stuff. Our leadership is really young, which just means that you'll be able to cement these year-long relationships without any transitional leadership issues. And lastly, we have these great relationships with society-level GradSWE and other established GradSWE groups across the country. So I'm really excited to continue building our Lexington, Kentucky chapter. So with that, this isn't a great place to stop and ask for questions, but of course you have my contact information and I'm so excited to hear from you all. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about our group. And again, I'm very excited and grateful to be able to talk to you. So with that, thank you so much. And I'm excited to hear from you all, hopefully in a couple of days. Thank you.